What's going on, guys? It's Elias. Welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm actually going to shoot kind of a short video, I hope, and I'm going to be showing you guys which seats I went with to replace my stock Civic Type R seats, what you need to get in order to install aftermarket seats in your Civic. It could be a Type R or a regular Civic, or it could be a hatchback or Civic Si, and what kind of hardware you need to buy to fit all of it in. I have it all kind of spread out here to show you guys and help you guys out. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So first, what seats did I get? Well, they're right here. So on the right, you have the OMP TRSE, and on the left, you have the Sparco Sprint L. So let's start with the driver's side seat. Now, I bought this over a year ago, probably almost 2 years ago at this point, to install in the Civic Type R. I knew I wanted these. I got them for a really good price. I'm going to put links in the description, by the way, for everything that I have, just in case you guys are wondering where I got everything and how much everything costs. But I got these a while ago, and they were for a really good price. They're a bit more expensive these days. The supply lines right now are difficult to find any seats or brackets or anything like that. It took forever to get this seat, but I finally found it too. So again, starting with this one, very well constructed seats. This is an OMP. Both of these seats, by the way, are FIA rated. We'll get into that shortly. But the main things that you want are FIA rated, because for racing specifically, you want FIA rated seats. And what that does is make sure that the structure of the seat can withstand an impact, number one, and number two, the fabric is fireproof. One of the biggest problems when you have a crash and you can't get out of the car, if the car's on fire, you don't want what you're sitting on to also be on fire. It's a good way to get cooked. If you see behind the seats, it also gives you ample space to put in harnesses, because I am going to be going with full-on 6-point harnesses as required for a lot of races I want to do, and of course the hill climbs that I do. And where they are, and one of the main things that most seats are missing, is this right here. So this is called a submarine bar. It's right under there. The Sparco seat has it as well, but both of these seats have that. The stock Type R seats do not have that. So I really like the red. I'm glad that both reds are basically the same. This looks a little tiny bit maybe darker. Not really, actually. It's just the lighting. Pretty much exactly the same. I like that a lot. Now, on to the Sparco seat. This is the L. Now, the reason I got the L for the passenger seat is because I don't know what kind of passenger I may be driving around with. Like I said, I'm going to be racing this car, but I'm also going to be driving this car around. And I wanted the passenger to be at least semi-comfortable when they're in it. The regular Sparco is much narrower. And again, I also got a really good price for this. But I like the construction of the seat. This is pretty awesome. This is very grippy. This is very, very grippy. I kind of wish this was grippy as well. But since this is narrower, I'll fit right in here and it'll get me nice and comfortable. And when I strap myself in, I'm not going to move, which is what you want. Another reason why I got these is because they're much, much more lightweight than the stock seats. I can lift these very easily with just one hand. They almost weigh nothing. But again, they are structurally sound enough to pass FIA rating. These stock Type R seats, and this is the passenger seats, quite a bit heavier, as expected. By the way, that's the stock OEM FK8 shifter. And this is the driver's seats. This doesn't have the airbag in it. Still quite a bit heavy. That's going to be much lighter. And again, all the provisions for the side belts, the submarine belts, and the shoulder belts are right there. So these are the seats. So Sparco versus OMP. I actually kind of like the build quality of the Sparco. It's a little bit better than the OMP. Although the OMP is no slouch. I think the main difference, honestly, is right here. So they have these exposed little places where you can put your screws in. Those are M8 screws. Unfortunately for this one, as you can see, I already bolted one in. You kind of see the cloth kind of covers the hole. It's not a great design there. Kind of an oversight on them, but it's okay. We're only going to do that one time, so it's not the biggest of deals. It'll be nice and easy. Speaking of screws, this is an M8 screw. I'm going to give you the exact specifications. Let's go ahead and take a look. So these are what I'm using for mounting them. M8 1.25, that's the pitch right there, by 16 is the length. And I got 16 of these, right? Because I'm going to be mounting these to this bracket right here. So 16 of these to mount everything that I have. In addition to these, I have the nuts, right? Because you got to put them in, as well as the washers. These are M10 washers, and they work very well with these to hold everything in place. So that's the mounting hardware, right? This is what, none of this that I bought comes with these. So I went to Home Depot, or you can go to Lowe's, Home Depot, and buy these. So what did I get for mounts? So this is the driver's side mounts. So there's 2 of these. The other one's currently sitting in the car. And the reason I got this large one for the driver's side is because it's got a lot of adjustability. I can move the seat around and get the exact right measurements where I need to be as the driver of the car. I recommend you get something like this for the driver's side. It's super important to be able to maneuver the seat exactly where you need it to be. This is an OMP one. Again, all links are in the description. And again, these are all FIA rated, nice strong steel. These I got from eBay for the passenger side. I got them because I don't really care about too much adjustability for the passenger side. It's not the biggest deal where the passenger really sits. I don't have rear seats anymore. So I can just put the seat, you know, and this is gonna be the passenger seat. I can put the Sparco seats anywhere I want, and these are gonna do the job. And they're about, I don't know, 30 bucks cheaper than these. That's why I got them. Now, if you're going to install these seats or any aftermarket seats, you're going to need brackets, aftermarket brackets. And so these are the planted aftermarket brackets, and they're custom order made when you order them. So when you order them, they actually have to make them at the factory. The reason I like these a lot is because they have a lot of mounting holes. You see them right here, right up there. They give you some options on where to mount the brackets, which gives you some more adjustability, which is important when you're installing seats. The other reason I like this a lot is because the welds are well done, it's made in America, and it also gives you provision to put your seatbelt buckle on there. Now, I'm not going to be using seatbelt buckles. I'm going to be using harnesses, so my seatbelts are actually going to be gone, and I'm selling the one that still works, which is the passenger side. I'm selling that red seatbelt if you guys are interested. And this took a while to get. This took about a month to get. So if you're thinking about installing seats in your Type R, just know that it'll take about a month to a month and a half to get all of these things ordered and sent to you guys, especially during this time. So let's take a look here on the inside of the car. Man, I love the red in these seats. What do you guys think about this red? Let me know in the comments if you guys think that I did a good job with the red. I wanted to keep kind of the red thing going. The harnesses that I got for these are also going to be red. You'll see that when I finish it up. And eventually, the cage all around it is going to be either stainless steel or white. I'm still undecided on that. But I think these red will look really good in the interior. So let's go inside, take a look here. So the reason you need those aftermarket brackets that I just showed you from Planted is because you can't just get the flat brackets and put them in here. So I did actually think about just installing the actual side mount brackets right onto here, but you'd have to make a hole behind there to get a nut through. Let me show you here. Actually cut away some of the carpets. So I was thinking about using this hole to actually put a bolt through and then put a, you know, kind of cut a hole right through there and put a nut on there. That's the only way I would have done it, because I didn't have the actual Planted brackets that I ordered. I didn't go with that, you know. I'm glad I didn't. I don't want to punch holes in my chassis if possible in my car. So I held off. I got the brackets, and they have this angled one, and I'm going to be using the stock bolts for the seats. These are very strong bolts. These are Torx screws. So you're going to need a Torx bit for that. I have that here somewhere. The car's a bit of a mess right now, but I think I can find it. I believe this is it. No, that's not it. This is the bigger one. So the bigger one is, the small one's for the steering wheel. So you're gonna get yourself if you're gonna be working on the interior of this car, you're gonna want to get yourself a Torx bit, a bunch of Torx bits that I did not have. Just a sneak peek here. I took the airbag off. I am refinishing it and redoing it. I'll do a separate video on that. All it is 2 Torx bit screws right through there. One there on the other side, and the whole thing comes off. And the, you know, connectors are there. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I don't have a solution for the SRS light. I'm gonna have my SRS light on anyway, since I'm removing the seat belts, and I've already removed a few of the airbags, and I'm pulling out as much weight as possible from this car. But check out this Acuity shifter, pretty cool. But that's pretty much wraps up this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. This car will be nice and caged up with a nice setup in here. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do. Most of you guys that watch the video don't subscribe, and that really hurts the channel. So if you guys want me to continue to make these videos, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'll catch you next time. Peace.